I am Ferdinand Marcos, and I am the President of the Republic of the Philippines. I stand today on behalf of 110 million Filipinos.
Mr. Chair, konti lang po ito, no? Tungkol dito sa drug war. So, bilang isa sa Colonel, bilang po isa sa pinakamataas, no? Isa sa mga matataas na opisyal ng PNP, at dahil kayo rin po ay na-involved, no, dito sa drug war ni dating Presidente Duterte. So, masasabi niyo po ba na itong drug war ni Presidente Duterte ay gera ng mga drug lords?
Siguro, ma'am, ganun.
Well,
Obvious
sa gera
naman.
ng mga drug lords, ang mga naapektuhan ay libo-libong mga kababayan o mga rin. O kung mga user man yan, mga medical, medical cases, mga drug user yan, may problema sa economics and medical, mental health. So, kung sinasabi niyo pong gera ito ng mga drug lords, ibig sabihin, sinasabi niyo rin na si Duterte ay isang drug lord.
Hala kayo, guys.
Of course not, ma'am, but sa umpisa, yun ang pagtingin ko na talagang para sa mga drug lord. Pero ngayon, natapos ang mission ko, yung accomplishment na ako na nasali, so ako magsasabi na ang kompetensya lang ang trabaho, hindi yung sa kanila. Parang ganun lang, Your Honor.
Yes, kompetensya ito ng mga drug lords, tama po ba? Yung war on drugs ni Duterte. Hindi para tapusin talaga yung yung droga, yung problema natin sa droga. Well, tumigil pa siya pansamantala, pero nagtuloy-tuloy pa rin. Ang problema talaga doon ay yung saan yung supply, saan yung mga distributors, at ang problema diyan talaga yung mga drug lords. So, sa mga nakaraan kasi, Colonel, may mga nag-testify din na talagang nagpapatunay na yung kahit na yung mga Chinese drug lord ay ini-eliminate or ni-neutralize. No? Malamang dahil ito ay kakompetensya doon sa kasi kakompetensya doon sa trade ng drug. So, may nagsabi kasi, no, si Arturo Las Cañas, that Duterte is the lord of all drug lords in the southern Philippines. Naniniwala ba kayo dyan?
O, narinig nyo yan, guys, ha?
Hindi, Your Honors, but I would like to tell you, Your Honors, na hindi naman sila parang magkasalungat, Your Honors. Ako inali sa drugs ni CPNP. Yung mga CPNP nag-follow kay Senator De La Rosa. Pero si President Digong, from his mouth, na-cleared ako. Hindi siya nag-confirm na ako kasali. In that moment, Your Honor, na tinanong siya ng media, na-cleared ako. Kaya sa akin naman, in fairness, Your Honor, no, sorry, parang pagbigyan din natin ng credit yung presidente na sa ginawa. But sa paligid niya, yun ang mga number one na naggawa na hindi alam ng presidente. Sorry talaga, Your Honor, kung yun lang ang sa pagtingin ko ba.
Okay, so baka naman baka naman medyo nahiya ka lang dito sabihin, pero siguro sa executive session ay titignan natin 'yan kasi talagang ang nakikita natin sa mga naiimbestigahan natin isa lang talaga yung yung motive nitong war on drugs. So unang-una nga nagkaroon talaga ng maraming patayan. So sinasabi mo rito, Colonel, sa area of jurisdiction mo, walang namatay o walang nabiktima? Ito, yung line, sinasabi ninyo na walang nabiktima doon sa inyong, sa inyong area of jurisdiction.
Yes, Your Honor, sa Albuera, walang namatay sa illegal drugs operation. Ang namatay doon, Your Honors, yung mga security ni Kerwin sa illegal possession of firearms kasi fully armed sila. Wala ding nahuli na kuha na drugs. They are all fully armed, long firearms na mga security ni Kerwin for my 1 week in Albuera. Pero sa drug operation, Your Honors, even in Bacolod, ni isa, Your Honors, na may patay sa position of firearms or sa drugs na operation.
So, sa area of jurisdiction nyo that time, walang namatay
Yes, Your
na
Honors.
mga biktima.
Yes, Your Honors.
Yung, okay, sigurado po kayo doon.
Yes, Your Honors.
Okay? Sinasabi nyo sa number 34 ng affidavit ninyo, ay you did your job faithfully at hindi kayo na-promote. I'm always in some derogatory list. So, mabigat yung sinabi nyo sa institusyon. PNP is the biggest crime group in this country. Paano nyo yung mapapatunayan?
Mapatunayan ko, Your Honors, kasi ako ang biktima. Ako ang biktima. Bakit hindi ako magsabi? Ang kalaban ko, pulis lang. Samantala, Your Honors, kilala ko ang mga pulis. Ang daming pulis din na faction na magsasabi sa akin na, Job, mag-resign ka, huwag kang magsyado magkumpiyansa kasi kalaban mo pulis lang. Kitang-kita, Your Honors, na si Kerwin Espinosa hindi binigay sa akin. So, sa kanila yon si Kerwin Espinosa. Halatang-halata na ang leader ng Paruhinog Group, si Nova Princess Paruhinog, at saka si Ardot Paruhinog, na leader ng bank robbery, highway robbery, may mga kaso sa Usamis, hindi ibinigay sa akin. Sana masulbad na yung problema, pero ang ginawa, hindi. Bakit, Your Honors? Yung nga tinignan ko, sino ang kakampi ko? Anong gusto nila? Ma-eradicate talagang. Kaya ako, Your Honors, Sotilio, hindi ko gusto i-minimize ang drugs. Eradicate talaga, and it can make as a chief of police for the previous assignment, Gandara, 1 month, 2 months, ako, Your Honor, Totilio, nag-declare ang non-government organization na illegal free. Illegal free, hindi lang drug free. Illegal logging, illegal fishing, sinali ko na yung mga bawsi. Sa San Miguel, Leyte, ako, Your Honor, nag-chief of police ako for 6 months. For 3 months to 4 months, nag-declare ang San Miguel, Leyte ng illegal free. Kung saan ako, Your Honor, illegal free. Bakit hindi magawa ng pulis hanggang ngayon mayroon ang drugs?
So, ang ibig sabihin, to shut, Colonel, so ang ibig sabihin, sinasabi niyo na kayo nag-aaway doon sa trade, ang mga PNP.
Honors.
So, yung mga drug lords na hindi naman PNP ay protector nyo or ibig sabihin kasama dito sa mga syndicate ng mga PNP officials na kasama po dito sa drug war.
It may be, Your Honors.
Okay. So siguro, Mr. Chair, yung mga pangalan, doon na lang sa executive session na lang natin. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Congresswoman. It is Congressman Richard Gomez.
Abusado
You're
ka na
recognized.
Abusado mga
Our
pente
Vice Chair
sa
for
panahon ni Bato
of the Committee on Dangerous Drugs.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, my inquiry today will be based on the documents submitted by this submitted to this committee. Now, if ever there are sensitive questions that would incriminate him, maybe I can ask Chair. Good afternoon, Pedido.
Good afternoon, sir.
David na binigay niyo sa amin.
Yes, Your Honors.
Can you please take a look at the first page, number 4. Pakibasa nyo nga ho sa akin yung second sentence niyo on your assignment sa Albuera. Number 4.
I was supposedly the only one capable of disbanding the Kerwin Espinosa drug groups operating from that area.
Okay. And then number 5, Lieutenant Colonel Espinido, pakibasa nyo nga rin po yung first sentence nung number 5.
Soon after, I received a formal order from Camp Crami assigning me as Chief of Police, COP of Albuera, Your Honors.
Yung next sentence, in my 18 days,
In my 18 days as Albuera COP, I was able to disband the group of Kerwin Espinosa alias Kerwin's father, Mayor Rolando Espinosa, then Mayor of Albuera, surrendered to me,
Okay.
Your Honors.
Thank you. Lieutenant Colonel Espinido, alam niyo ho ba kung nasaan si Kerwin Espinosa ngayon?
Nandiyan na sa Albuera, Your Honors.
Alam niyo ho ba kung na-disband na yung grupo niya?
Hindi, Your Honors.
Hindi pa na-disband yung grupo niya.
Sa ngayon, Your Honors,
So, ang buong paniwala ninyo is nag-ooperate pa rin siya?
yes, Your Honors.
Okay. Sa number 10, on page 2, pakibasa nyo nga, Colonel Espinido, yung number 10, first sentence.
Mayor Espinosa had a list of police generals and other PNP officials who received money from their group as indicated and in the copies of cleared from their accountant. Your Honor.
Thank you. Because it will be very sensitive for us for Colonel Espinido to divulge the names right now. Maybe during executive session we can ask the question, and Colonel Espinido can give us the details on this. Okay yan, Colonel Espinido?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now I will go to page 3. Number 16. Colonel Espinido, pakibasa nyo nga ho yung second sentence ninyo.
I believe Chief De La Rosa was involved in the dismissal of the cases that I built up against Kerwin Espinosa, including the burying of the cases that I was building against his police protectors or cuddlers who have been receiving money from him.
Patay ka ngayon.
Colonel, medyo mabigat din itong statement na ito.
Alam niya yan.
Bakit buong paniwala nyo na ito nga ho yung ginawa ni Chief De La Rosa at the time?
Patay ka ngayon.
Your Honors, Mrs. Chair, ang pulis, pag ikaw mapahilan ng complaint sa RIAS, the RIAS will conduct an investigation
Yes.
recommending the penalty of that said police officer to the regional director. If the full appeal, it will go to NAB, National, then the CPNP will now decide if go or
Patay kayo ngayon. Bato.
dismissal from the service sa mga na-involved na police. Sila lang ang may authority, yung RD at saka CPNP, na mag-decide na, Your Honors, ito siya, i-dismiss to. Ito, hindi. May kasalanan ka o wala, Your Honors.
Ano? Grabe pala guys. Ano ba yan?
Colonel Espinido, punta ho tayo sa page 6, dun sa affidavit ninyo. And please go to number 34. Pakibasa niyo lang po yung first sentence na sasalaysay ninyo.
From my experience, I can say that the PNP is the biggest crime group in this country,
Uy.
Your Honors.
Is that true?
Yes, Your Honors.
Alam niya kasi.
Mabigat, Colonel, itong salaysay na ito, ha? I will not ask you the names now, pero sa executive session na rin. Are you saying all of this because malapit na po kayo mag-retire sa serbisyo?
Yes, Your Honors.
And you seem to be so displeased. Hindi ho kayo naging masaya sa mga panghitabo ba? Sa mga pangyayari?
Yes, Your Honors.
What do you plan to do upon retirement? Ano ang gusto ninyong gawin for your community, sa simbahan ninyo, for your people?
Mag-ingat na lang siya.
To
guys.
continue siguro, Your Honor, sa pag-post na ako sa trabaho as a public servant, then yun naman ang sa Panginoon ko, because in Matthew chapter, seek ye first the kingdom of God and righteousness, and all of these things shall be added unto you. Yun ang gawin ko, Your Honors, if God's will, mag-missionary lang.
Good yan.
Colonel Espinido,
Sayang yung
do you honestly believe natin sa probinsya sa Leyte?
Espinosa is bumalik na.
Yes.
Bumalik na rin, Your Honors.
Paano
Very
sa-
obvious.
Ang atong speaker nasa sa atong probinsya. What do you think is the best thing that can be done para mabawasan ang problema?
Your Honors, ang pulis lang talaga ang mag-sulbas ng problema. Walang kasali, hindi kasali ang mga elected officials. Only the police because we have the power mandated by laws to implement the law without fear or favor. That is our mission, to maintain and prevent, to serve and protect. Yun lang sana, Your Honors, ang police isinasabuhay yung mission at saka yung core values na pro-God, God-fearing, hindi tumatanggap ng pera. Matapos yung problema ng drugs, Your Honors and Lady.
Thank you, Colonel Espinido.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Chair, I end my inquiry in this committee. Hopefully, with what Colonel Espinido said, we're hoping that we can strengthen our police operations, that the national government will strengthen the police force in our province in Leyte, through the help of the Philippine National Police and through the help of our speaker. Thank you so much, Mr. Chair. Thank you, Colonel Espinido.
Gomez, the next to interpolate is Congressman Serge Dagoo. Congressman Dagoo.
Mga pulis
Sir,
dati,
good afternoon everyone.
Mga pulis dati, abusahan.
Mayong
Pero ngayon,
hapon, Colonel Joey.
May nga po, sir.
I would like to ask you, paragraph 4, in addition to paragraph 12, affidavit mo. Sabi mo kasi, tinawagan ka ni Chief Ronald doon sa you personally reported to him. Yung,
ay, nagahang.
ano na mo yung boses na narinig mo nung tumawag yung sabi mong si General De La Rosa, dating Chief PNP, na boses nung nagkaharap na kayo.
Yes, Your Honors, Mr. Chair.
Sabihin, Mr. Chair, kayo ay hindi lang naniwala na si former Chief PNP yung tumawag sa iyo, kundi na-confirm mo na siya talaga nung nagkaharap na kayo dahil pare-pareho yung boses ng tumawag nung nagkita kayo.
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Chair. At saka hindi lang ganun, Your Honors, ang pag-intindi ng familiarization ng boses niya, may order na kagad. Order.
Okay.
Yes.
Sinabi mo kanina na nung tinanong ka sa isa sa mga kasamahan namin dito sa committee, kung ano yung masasabi mo sa Dragon War ng dating administrasyon. Isa sa nabanggit mong terminology is practical. Practical. Sabi mo successful dahil practical. Can you describe or define what is practical to you in as far as drug war is concerned?
Yung practical naman, pag-intindi ko, Your Honors, yung kausapin kaagad direct yung mga involved, tinanong kung sino ang source ng drugs nila, pinuntahan na, hindi na pinahintay na mag-file ng complaint kasi ang kagawian ng police, Your Honors, makahingi lang ng information right after kung mahuli na yung isang suspect. Pero sa time na yon, pag ikaw lang isali ka lang doon sa list, pwede na kapuntahan at saka tanungin kung saan yung drugs mo. That's how, yun ang sa palagay pag-isip ko na very practical approach, Your Honors.
Mr. Chair, yung bang sa palagay mo practical sa tingin mo ay in accordance with law?
I cannot really specifically, Your Honors, kung in accordance with law, as long as the PNP, number one, Your Honors, hindi hinuli, no? Pangalawa, yun siguro lang ang approach na papuntahin ka sa police station kasi na-list ka, yun siguro na maganda, Your Honors, no? Binapapunta mo na walang invitation, kung ano pa man. Pero kung as tao lang tayo, Your Honors, na parang bigyan ng second chance yung mga involved, sa ganun lang na mga paraan, Your Honors.
Mr. Chair, gusto ko lang linawin at masigurado na uulitin ko yung tanong ko, Colonel. You appreciate, no? Parang inaano mo yung pinupuri mo yung drug war kasi successful siya, sabi mo, at practical. Gusto ko lang ulitin yung tanong ko. Yung practical ba na sinabi mo is always in accordance with law? Yung mga ginagawa doon sa practical na sinabi mo, Mr. Chair.
Hindi siguro lahat, Your Honors, no? Pero mayroon lang na mga example, Your Honor, sa akin. Kinausap ko si Mayor na para matapos na ito, isurrender nyo na lang yung drugs. Ikaw, Mayor Aldong, isurrender mo na lang yung baril. Ikaw, Adot, isurrender mo lang yung mga tao mo na involved. So that's how I pag-intindi ko sa practical, Your Honors.
So, ulitin ko, kung tama yung pagkakaintindi ko, hindi lahat ng practical sa tingin mo ay in accordance with law. Mayroong iba na practical sa operasyon pero hindi sumusunod sa batas. Tama po ba yung pagkakaintindi ko, Mr. Chair?
Yes, Your Honors.
I admire you, Colonel, for being candid. I really admire you for being candid, no? Hindi selective yung inaamin mo. Now, dito sa reward system, ang dami nang nagtatanong, ano yung 50 to 100 per day na quota, may 20,000, may galing sa STL. Ito bang pinag-uusapan dito sa affidavit mo na reward system? Is this official? Mayroon bang official na issuance ang PNP sa reward system, Mr. Chair?
Sa reward system, Your Honors, hindi yun ma-indicate doon kasi parang kuan lang yun, parang ibigay lang yun kung may ganun ang mga pangyari, Your Honors. Pero yung quota, lahat naman instructed ang mga chief of police na lahat ng nasa list na ibinigay pababa parang taas na knock and play ninyo para mapagbigyan din ng pagkataon yung mga nasa list na mag-surrender.
Ibig sabihin, Mr. Chair, wala talagang official issuance yung PNP regarding system. Parang tradisyon lang. Verbal order lang. Parang ganun po ba yun, Mr. Chair?
Verbal lang, Your Honor. But in my station, Mayor Parhuinog declaring talaga na pag makahuli kayo, Chief, dito ang kaugalian namin, magbigay kami ang LGU ng 100,000 per operasyon ng bypass kung malaki ang mabypass ninyo.
As Colonel, no, junior officer ka, alam mo ba na dito sa Kongreso, taon-taon, may budget po na intelligence fund sa PNP? Alam mo ba yon?
Alam ko, Your Honors.
So,
Hala. Guys, nagahang. Sinsya na po kayo. Oh, nagahang. Grabe, no? Yung pangyayari that time, nung panahon ni Digong. May competition pala mga drug lord, mga kababayan. Kaya pala, yung mga ibang Chinese, pinagpapatay. Kasi may competition talaga. Ay, grabe. Oh, di ba sabi ni Les Cañas, Sierte, protector ng droga si Dugas. Aba guys, connect the dots. Oh, grabe. Hindi maganda ito. Dati, masasabi siguro natin mga pulis abusado dahil doon sa pinuno nila. Pero ngayon, makita mo yung mga pulis, very smooth ang galaw at madisiplina sila. Because, magaling. Ang namumuno yung commander-in-chief nila. Di ba guys, nakikita nyo? Tingnan yung KOGC, walang pangaharas. Ang KOGC ang nangaharas. So, dito sa salaysay ni Cornel, alam yun, naawa din ako talaga sa kanya. Matinong pulis, tapos pagbintangan mo. Ay, nako, ewan ko na lang. Mahilig naman talaga kasi magplante dyan si Dugas eh. Dahil magaling ito, siguro ayaw maungusan sa galing. Pero nakakaano din, nakakalungkot sa kanya kasi hindi man lang siya na-promote mga best. Ito, narinig ko na yung pangalan nito. Matinik ito guys, magaling, malinis na pulis. I'm not saying all the police are bad, pero dahil siguro na-impluensyahan sa pera, yun ang problema. Kung sinabi niya na ang pulis ang problema, mga kababayan, mga kapulisan, magtrabaho kayo ng maayos. Siniswelduhan kayo ng taong bayan. Do your duty, guys. Sayang yung kredibilidad ng pagkatao nyo, naka-uniform sa inyo. Huwag nyo hayaan na mawala.
The PNP officials who are present.
Ayun guys, nagahang.
Sabi niya, doon sa paragraph 34, na si active member of the PNP na pinaka biggest crime group in this country is yung PNP, if the chair would allow na
That time,
taas na high-ranking of PNP na nandito.
May I know who is the highest ranking PNP officer present in the...
I think guys, sa panahon ni Digong yun, hindi na siguro ngayon.
Comsec, who is the highest
Hala kayo.
ranking PNP officer present in this committee here?
Have General Karam.
May we ask General Karamat to
Nako,
reply? Congressman Dago.
Nako guys, isa rin yan. Hala kayo mga bes. Kung ganyan ang sinabi ni Colonel, baka mawala ng tiwala ang taong bayan sa mga pulis, di ba? I think sa panahon ni Digong yun, hindi na ngayon. Si Karamat mga bes.
General Karamat, you're recognized. Kindly reply the query of Congressman Dago.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, sir. Come again with the question, Mr. Chairman, sir.
Congressman Dago, can you please repeat the question?
Mr. Chair, under paragraph 34 of the affidavit of Colonel Espinedo, sinabi niya na base sa kanyang experience, ang pinaka-biggest crime syndicate sa bansang ito ay ang PNP organization mo. Ang tinatanong ng representasyong ito, ano po ang masasabi ni General Karamat doon sa nasabi na statement sa affidavit ni Colonel Espinedo, an active PNP personnel at present?
Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair.
Before we ask General Karamat to reply, Congressman Akop.
May I know if General Karamat has taken his oath?
Comsec, has General Karamat taken his oath? General Karamat, you have taken your oath, correct? Yes. Yes.
Di ba involved yan sa Pugo guys?
Please reply, General Karamat.
Si Karamat. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Mr. Chairman, with the statement of Lieutenant Colonel Espinedo that the PNP organization is the biggest syndicate here in our country, we could not have the kind of peace and order situation we are experiencing right now in our country if not for those dedicated policemen maintaining the peace and order in our country, sir.
Sa panahon ni Digong lang yun,
Does
guys.
that satisfy the gentleman from APEC party list?
Mr. Chair, last question in relation to, as follow-up question to Colonel Espinedo.
Okay, last question please.
Ang ibig mo bang sabihin na Colonel Espinedo, nung sinabi mo yung paragraph 4 na biggest syndicate, is this only in as far as drug war is concerned o yung overall operation ng crimes, yung solving of crimes, law enforcement, or ang tinutukoy mo ay big crime syndicate is just only for drug war?
Drug war for sure.
Your Honor, Mr. Chair, yung drug war, pero quote-unquote, Your Honors, the PNP itself is maganda na yung police natin, yung institusyon ng PNP. But the member of the PNP, I was one na member na biktima ng gano'n na pangyayari. And I can makasabi ako sa inyo kasi ako ang biktima sa drug war ng former President Rodrigo Duterte. And even I've heard.
Yes, tama siya. Panahon ni Digong, hindi panahon ni Pangulong Marcos. Matino ng mga pulis ngayon, sa totoo lang. Oh. Yun yung ibig niya sabihin sa pagkakaintindi ko, mga kababayan, ha? Sa war on drugs, nagagamit sila sa makasamaan, nababayaran ng iba. Matitino ang mga pulis kung tutuusin. Sa totoo lang. Mayroon naman talaga.
Out of former President.
Thank you, Colonel Espinedo. Thank you, General Kalamat. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Congressman Dagoc. Thank you, General Karamat.
Malinaw yun, guys, ha?
The next two, with a short manifestation, Congressman Eming Pascual, you are recognized.
Thank you, Chair. Mr. Chair, magtatanong ako kay Colonel Espinedo.
Please proceed.
Yes, thank you. Colonel Espinedo,
Sir.
sa iyong sinumpang salaysay, paragraph 30, I confirm that there was a quota and reward system in the implementation on the war on drugs. Ang tanong ko sa iyo, Colonel, from whom or from what office did you receive the instruction that there is a quota and reward system in the war on drugs?
Ayun, panahon ni
Your
Digong
Honor,
yan.
Mr. Chair, yung sinabi ko nga na na-receive ko from the local government unit through Mayor Aldong Paruhinog na nagbigay siya ng quota, reward sa may mahuli na mga drug lords, mga drug personalities or poser.
So, hindi nanggaling sa higher ranking PNP officials ang order na quota at para makahuli ka o makakuha ng mga drug lords?
Your Honor, sa akin, hindi ko narinig kung saan galing yung quota na sinabi na nila. Nasa kung ganun may mamatay, may reward. Pero sa pag-intindi ko, Your Honors, na may reward talaga kasi nakatanggap ako ng reward basta makahuli ka ng mga drug personalities.
Okay, salamat, Colonel Espinedo. Ang pangalawang tanong ko sa iyo, dun sa paragraph 34, sinabi mo na, from my experience, I can say that the PNP is the biggest crime group in this country. Napakabigat na akusasyon. Alam mo, Colonel Espinedo, you are accusing the PNP organization for being the biggest crime group. This is a very serious accusation. Can you please give us some details of your experience? Ba't mo nasabi na biggest crime group ang PNP natin? Alam mo, napakahalaga ng kasagutan mo. Hindi lamang kami sa bulwagang ito ang nakikinig at dapat magpaliwanag ka, kundi sa buong Pilipinas. Dahil ang organisasyon na ito ang sinasandalan, hindi lang naman congressman, kundi ng lahat ng tao dito sa Pilipinas. Napakabigat ng iyong statement dito. Ay totoo, saan pa sasandal ang mga ordinaryong tao?
Your Honor, Mr. Chair, not all, as I've said, na yung institusyon ng PNP is maganda. But the member of the PNP itself, yun lang ang problema. Sa experience ko sa drug war for the previous administration, Your Honors.
Yun pala.
Colonel Espinido, dun sa paragraph 31, sinabi mo na may mission was for the drug suspects to surrender so they could be rehabilitated. Nobody died during your stints in Albuera and Bacolod. Pero, nangyari ba yan? Yung mission mo na yan?
Yes, Your Honors.
Nangyari. Pero, kanina, may mga pictures ako sa bahay. Sa bahay lang ng dating...
Your Honors, Mr. Chair, about sa illegal possession of firearms ang nangyari sa bahay ni Mayor, yung mga security nila na fully armed group, fully armed, then came from the information sa nahuli din namin na nagsasabi na may mga security ang Mayor na ganun yun sila karami. So, as police, chief of police of Albuera, pinuntahan kaagad namin yun, kundi sa baril. So, ang operasyon na yon hindi sa illegal drugs, kundi hindi sa lost firearms, Your Honors.
Pero dun sa mga reports, takambal yun ng illegal drugs. Anyway, Mr. Chair, ang huling tanong ko, Pinido, dun sa... Sinabi mo na sa huling salita mo dito, I was already motivated to implement Chief Bato's director, which is to eliminate them.
Busado.
Pwede bang, how did you implement Chief Bato's order?
To the investigation, then confirmation, validation of the so-called proliferation of illegal drugs area. Then after we apprehended for na mayroon talaga drugs, mayroon baril, at even Mayor Paruhinog, mag-surrender siya for 3 times, Your Honor, mag-surrender siya ng baril pero hindi natuloy kasi ang kausap time magdating ako ang asawa anak. True sa search warrant, Your Honor, na ginawa ng province, kasi yun na ang head ng police station, we found out na may mga baril si Mayor Paruhinog. Simultaneously, na-implement natin yung search warrant.
Kindly wrap up, Congressman Pascual.
Yes, I have one last question, Mr. Chair. Ang tanong ko, paano order ni Chief Bato eliminate them?
Ako guys, naghahang sa totoo lang.
Paano siyensya natin? Kasama natin sa misyon o trabaho na yon. Paano mo nasabi na in-implement mo yung order ni General Bato?
The result of the implementation of search warrant, Your Honor.
Alright, the result of the implementation.
Yes, Your Honor.
Kung si ay nakakulong ngayon, do you think masasabi mo na sumunod ka sa order ni Chief Bato? Do you think masasabi mo na na-accomplish mo dahil morally convinced ka na doon sa iyong desisyon na yon?
Yes, Your Honor, kagaya ng Albuera. Buhay man sila, lahat. Si Mayor at saka yung mga bodyguard niya, buhay man sila lahat. Accomplish din.
Accomplish din?
Yeah, sa akin, Your Honor.
O sige. Mr. Chair, marami pa po ang katanungan mamaya kay Colonel Espinido. Doon na lang sa ating executive. Salamat po, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Congressman Pascual. For his short manifestation, Congressman Roman Romulo, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Colonel Espinido, hindi ko na po hahabaan dahil ang importante yung executive session Pero gusto ko lang ma-point out sa affidavit po na binigay ninyo, meron talagang 3 paragraph dito na talagang sinasabi po natin na o tinutukoy nyo kung sino talaga ang problema eh. Pag binasa, ang dami na po nagsabi nyo. From my experience, I can say that PNP is the biggest crime group in the country. Pero dapat po basahin rin yan. Kasama ng Section 38, paragraph 38 po, ng sarili nyong affidavit. Sinabi nyo rin, when Duterte became president, these RDs and PDs pointed to their own bagmen when asked about police personnel involved in the illegal drug trade. Parang sinasabi po ninyo, pagtapos yung sinabi sa 34 na PNP ang pinakamalaki na crime group, sinabi ninyo, dun mismo sa PNP, sila mismo tinukoy nila, sarili nila na tao para ma-shield yung ginagawa nila. Pag binasa pa po natin yan, kasama ng Section 41 o Paragraph 41 sa page 7, ang sabi po ninyo, Parahinog's family had the same experience as Melvin Odicta and Kerwin Espinosa. Police elements helped them set up their drug operations. They are the frontmen labeled as drug lords. So lahat po umuwi sa 34 eh. Ang sinasabi po ninyo sa affidavit po ninyo talaga, PNP ang susi sa lahat. Pag naresolbahan po yung personnel, yung iilan lang naman, sinabi nyo naman kanina, iilan, pag naresolbahan po yung problema sa mismong PNP, ang drug ito, mareresolbahan rin. But again po, itong statements na ito ay magiging interesting at magkakalaman pag nagkaroon na tayo ng executive session. Kasi siguro, para makagawa rin tayo ng mga recommendations o ng resolusyon, kailangan rin po ay i-substantiate po, lalong-lalo na itong 3 paragraph na ito. Kaya sana po, pagdating natin sa executive section, Colonel Espenido, ay masubstantiate po natin to. Again po, napakalaman po nitong 3 paragraphs na ito. Maraming salamat. Matapang po kayo. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you,
Thank you, sir.
Congressman Romulo.
Thank you.
For his short manifestation as well, Congressman Dan Fernandez is recognized, and then Congressman Paduano, and then to recap, before we proceed with another witness, Congressman Acop. So, Congressman
Thank
Fernandez.
you so much, Mr. Chair. Mahaba pa po tayo. Meron pa po tayong ilang witnesses that we will be calling in this committee. At ako basically, I will be focusing on the statement that you have delivered a while ago. It was not included. At tinitingnan ko yung affidavit mo, hindi siya kasama. And I just wanted to find out the veracity of what you have spoken a while ago. Una, sinabi mo kanina that you were a victim of robbery, hold-up, and extortion. Ito yung panahon na bata. No?
May asawa na ako, Your Honor, sa 1992. 96 ako na police, 1992 nangyari, 91, 92.
So hindi pa po kayo police nung mangyari po ito?
Yes, Your Honor.
So you confirm that yun po kayo naging victim. At pangarap nyo po na maging isang mabuting police. Am I right?
Yes,
Correct?
Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
At 12 taon po kayo naging patrolman. Wala po sa mga affidavit nyo to eh. And that's the reason why I wanted to verify. 12 years kayo naging patrolman.
Yes,
At sa
Mr.
pagiging
Chair.
patrolman nyo, 12 taon kayo naging isang mabuting police. And as a matter of fact, ay wala kayong natamo na anumang promotion. Am I correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. At sinasabi po ninyo na noong 2014 to 2015, which is not also included in your affidavit, ay meron kayong 60 to 70 pushers na na-apprehend. At isa lamang doon ang namatay noong 2014 to 2015. Am I correct?
Yes, Your Honor,
Yes.
Mr.
At,
Chair.
yung 2014 to 2015, saan kayo naka-assign at ano po ang rango nyo during that time?
Major, Your Honors, Mr. Chair, nasign
Major.
ako as Chief ng Regional Anti-Illegal Drugs Special Operation Task Group ng Police Regional Office 8.
And in spite that you have apprehended 60 to 70 pushers, there was no promotion that was given to you.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Kawawa
So,
naman.
noong 2016, dumating na ang panahon ni Duterte, you were called, no? Natawagan po kayo. At ang order sa inyo, ma-disband po yan. Yung Espinosa Group. This was ordered by then General Bato. Am I correct?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
At during that time that you were assigned, di ba? You implemented the apprehension of these personalities without shedding any blood.
Yes,
Am I correct?
Mr. Chair. Yes, Mr. Chair.
And the custody of Mayor Espinosa jail.
Jail.
Am I correct?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
So in other words, nawala na yung jurisdiction sa iyo inside the jail.
Yes, Mr.
Am I
Chair.
correct? Okay. Then after that, pumunta kay si Kerbin Espinosa was invited.
Yes.
Ito,
Mr. Chair.
according sa sinasabi mo kanina, ha?
Yes.
At nung nandun na kayo, nasa Senate na siya, sinabi mo kanina, sa Senado, bago magsalita, isang araw, bago magsalita si Kerbin Espinosa doon, a day before, kausap niya si General Bato. Is this correct? Ano po ang sinabi ni, if you have the knowledge, kung kinausap si Espinosa ni General Bato during the Senate investigation?
Mr. Chair, Your Honors, si Kerwin is under custody sa office ni Police Colonel Albert Pero at the time, directed to Chief PNP Bato. Sila ang magsama.
So, ang ibig mo sabihin, si Kerbin Espinosa during the time, kasama ni then General Bato.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. At dito, dito na pumasok yung sinasabing involvement mo sa Malaysia drug trafficking.
Ang Malaysian drug trafficking involvement, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, is right after disband natin naman yung Paruhino groups.
So hindi pa pumapasok dito. So, pero si Colonel Paro that you mentioned kanina din, kinonfirm na binibigyan ka ng 20,000 per month
Yes,
para
Mr.
doon
Chair.
sa drugs.
Yes,
Hindi ito
Mr. Chair.
during the investigation of Kevin Espinosa.
During the investigation of Kerwin Espinosa, Your Honors, Mr. Chair.
So nakita kayo ni Colonel Paro,
Pero, Your Honor,
Pero.
yes,
Pero.
sorry.
So si Colonel Pero, saka kayo, nagkita kayo, nagkaroon kayo ng confrontation. Am I correct?
Mr. Chair, doon ako at the time kay Chief PNP Bato de la Rosa, nung mag-usap kami, bumila lang lumabas sa cubicle si Colonel Pero na nagsabi na, totoo yung job. Kausap ko si Kerwin, galing ako doon sa Abu Dhabi, nahuli natin si Kerwin, nagsabi siya na ikaw, involved ka daw ng 20,000 per month at saka doon ka na-assign sa Davao.
So in other words, Mr. Chairman, wala kang history that kapag na-assign kayo sa isang area, nagkakaroon ng maraming patayan. As a matter of fact, mayroon kasi nasabi dito, you have arrested 160. Wala rin yun sa affidavit mo. But during that time, sa Osamis, 168 arrested, convicted, siyam lang ang namatay for 2 years.
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
This is correct as well.
Yes.
Okay. So in other words, you're being implicated into a Malaysian trap was started to evolve during your time when you were in Osamis.
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
And this was perpetrated by whom?
Police Major General Archie Gamboa, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
So si General Gamboa nagsabi sa iyo that you are involved in a
Malaysian drug trafficking.
and this was translated to an information to the Chief PNP.
Yes.
And
Your
then
Honor.
afterwards, nakarating kay former President Duterte.
Ako na ang nagsabi, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, kay Office ni General Gamboa, pinapapunta na ako sa Malacanang.
Yes.
At salita sa kanya na ako sa ganito.
Yes, kanina sinabi mo 'yon. I agree with that. You were called by President Digong at sinabi sa iyo ni kung bakit kasama ka doon drug list. Will you
Yes.
confirm that there are 2 drug lists during that time? One coming from PIDEA and one coming from the President.
Your Honor, Mr. Chair, ang
Ano ba yan? Naghahang?
PRR this list that is came from the intelligence community na join sila meeting to probe or exclusion, inclusion, sino i-approve to para mabigay kay Presidente, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, kuha na lahat, parang lahat na confirm na from any or different intelligence community, nagsasabi na okay na to, ito talaga ang list ng PRR this list, kuha na confirm na ito from the law enforcement.
So those are the second drug watch list that been hold by the then president, PRRD, correct?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay, so yung pagpunta mo sa can you consider yourself as a
Ano ba yan? Nagahang mga bes.
Hindi siguro, Your Honor, Mr.
Hindi,
Chair,
what I'm
sorry.
trying to say is this, kasi during that time of your 2014 to 2016, wala ka pa halos na sa mga operation mo, lessen yung mga namamatay di ba? But still, dito, sa mga assignment mo, sa Albuera, sa Osamis, wala rin na namatay or halos walang namatay. But being implicated in drug trafficking, for you to do something, tingin mo ito ang paraan para kumilos ka?
Hindi, Your Honor, Mr. Chair. Sa definition lang siguro nila yung poster boy.
Okay. So lastly, ito na itatanong ko sa iyo, Colonel. Light Colonel ka lang, ano?
Yes, Your Honor, Mr.
So
Chair.
after all the accomplishment that you have, light Colonel lang ang nabot mo. Hindi ka na mabot ng full Colonel.
Hindi na, Your
Kawawa
Honor.
naman.
Okay. So, sinabi mo kanina, walang drug lord kung walang pahintulit ng polis. Di ba? Walang parahinog kung walang pahintulot ang mga polis. This is a general statement. Di ba?
Yes, sir.
Will you agree with me that dapat nang sabihin natin, walang drug lord kung walang masama at mga namumunong mga polis.
Yes.
At walang mga
A big
parahinog, walang mga drug lords kung walang pahintulot ang mga masama at mga kurakot ng mga polis.
Yes. Your
Ayun,
Honor.
yun ang tamang statement.
Thank
Mr.
you.
Chairman, maraming po salamat.
Thank you.
Thank you for that short manifestation,
Yun, guys.
Congressman Fernandez. The next to interpolate is Congressman Paduano. You're
Thank you,
recognized.
Mr. Chairman. This is not a manifestation, but rather interpolation. Pabilisan lang po, kasi you mentioned about Bacolod City, you mentioned about Lilo, Negros Oriental. But before I go to that topic, kasi it was asked by Congresswoman Nograles and some of the members of this committee with regards to bagmen, pera-pera. Okay? Now, ang tanong po, saan po nanggagaling yung pera? Sino nagbibigay ng pera?
Sa amin,
Sa police, from the police.
sa akin naman, Your Honor, yung mga LGU, yung sinabi ko nga, na LGU ang nagbigay ng reward.
So, kailanman hindi ka nakatanggap ng pera galing sa police with that reward?
For reward, Your Honor, nothing came from the police. Hindi ako nakatanggap.
Sigurado ka?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Do you know, because the name Colonel Leonardo and Light Colonel retired, Garma was mentioned in the previous hearing by one of the PDL witness. Do you know personally Garma and retired Colonel Leonardo?
Si Sir Leonardo, sir, hindi ko alam. Pero si Ma'am Garma, nakilala ko kasi naging chief of police yan ng Cebu City, Your Honors.
Okay, Mr. Chairman, I think some of the resource person that we have invited are sitting at the back. So can we ask them to sit in front, Mr. Chairman, so that we can prepare for the next witness, and maybe some question will be raised from this representation sa kay Colonel Espinidor po.
Congressman Paduano, may I know who among our resource
Colonel
persons?
Leonardo, because I mentioned him.
Colonel Leonardo, are you present? Can you please...
Lieutenant Colonel Garma.
Colonel Garma, are you present?
Wala. Yung Narsoles.
Colonel Leonardo, can you occupy the seat beside the lawyer of Colonel Espinido? Colonel Garma, is she present? Rohina Garma, she's not present. Superintendent Padilla, are you present? Can you please occupy the seat beside Colonel Leonardo? Who else? Congressman Paduano?
Mr. Chairman, as of now, sila lang po muna. Unless otherwise, name will crop up, then we will ask the invited guest or resource person to be seated in the front, Mr. Chairman. Now, can I proceed, Mr. Chairman?
Please proceed.
To Colonel Espinido through the chairman. So you never have any interaction or meetings with Colonel Leonardo?
Hindi ko sir na. Ngayon ko pa na para nakikita si sir.
You just met Colonel Leonardo?
Ngayon lang siguro sir.
Okay. Yung si, unfortunately, Mr. Chairman, si Light Colonel Rowena Garma, retired, is not present, no? But, Mr. Chairman, before I forgot, I move that we issue a show cause order for retired Light Colonel, former PCSO GM, Rowena Garma, Mr. Chairman. So move.
There is a motion to issue a show cause order for Lieutenant Colonel Garma, Rowena Garma, duly seconded. In hearing no objection, the motion is carried.
Anyway, Colonel Espinido, I will not ask you anymore about retired Colonel Garma because she's not present in today's hearing. Mas maganda po nandito siya, di ba? Para at least masagot niya yung mga katanungan ko at katanungan ko sa iyo. Okay? So, maybe in the next hearing. Now, let me proceed with
Can we take the oath of, Mr. Chairman, first the Napolcom Commission, Adibelto Leopoldo, and
Minister the oath of our resource.
Please stand and raise your right to tell the truth and nothing but the truth in this congressional inquiry. So help.
Good, Chairman. Again, for Colonel Espinido to the chair. Colonel, you mentioned about Mayor Navarro. Is Mayor Navarro still the mayor of... Is he alive? Is still the mayor? Is it... You don't know,
Hindi na, Your Honor, hindi na siya mayor ngayon.
But he's still... Where?
Mayor Navarro.
Because...
He died, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, namatay na, sabi ni Attorney Fernandez. Namatay na ngayon, no?
Mr. Chairman, just for confirmation, may we ask the COMSEC to secure a death certificate for Mayor Navarro? Because the statement coming from Colonel Espinido implicating and quoting Mayor Navarro, Senator Bongo, in your statement. Di ba? Hindi ka kasi, wala kang direct knowledge doon, di ba?
Yes,
It's Mayor
Your Honor.
Navarro that told you na quoting Senator Bongo. Tama
Yes, Your
po?
Honor, Mr.
So,
Chair.
Mr. Chairman, I move that the COMSEC be directed to secure a death certificate just to confirm that indeed Mayor Navarro is already dead. So, move, Mr. Chairman.
There is a motion to direct the COMSEC to secure a death certificate of Mayor Navarro. Duly seconded, hearing no objection, the motion is carried.
Chairman, can I proceed? Now, Colonel Espinido, you were assigned when you were assigned in Bacolod City, just for a few months, no?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yeah, you were assigned in Bacolod City. That was the time when then Colonel Ebreu was relieved.
Yes.
Okay.
Your
Now, okay. Bago ako pumunta doon, because that was a very special assignment for you as just a lieutenant colonel the time. Because alam po natin, the lowest rank that should be assigned in Bacolod City that time, because that is a highly urbanized city, is full colonel. Tama?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
So, who assigned you? Kasi usually, ang mag-assign lang for a city director is the regional office. Tama? So, assigned you in Bacolod City that time?
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Chair. Ang nag-assign sa akin si President, narinig man natin sa pronouncement niya na i-assign ako sa Bacolod. But properly, documentation came from regional Chief PNP.
Chief PNP because of the Section 66, yung reassignment and the assignment.
Yes.
Tama?
Yes, Your Honor,
Okay.
Mr. Chair.
So, of course, it's the President, no, that announced that Espinido will be assigned, blah, 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 in Bacolod City. But, of course, properly executed on Senator Bato by executing Section 26, tama?
Yes.
Okay, now, before going to Bacolod, you pass by Iloilo.
Yes,
Oh.
Mr. Chair.
Anyway, ito yung nangyari doon sa Iloilo, Colonel Espinido. Nagka-problema doon yung family ni Mayor Mabilog, especially their wife. Because on the day that you were assigned there, kaagad-agad the following day, lumipad papuntang Japan yung asawa ni Mabilog. Because Mabilog the time was in Japan because of an official engagement. No? So, nag-travel doon. Alam mo bakit? He traveled to Japan and then never go back in the country. Dumiretso sa Canada because they are afraid of you. Because a lot of rumors and statements from Grapevine that your assignment in Iloilo City is to eliminate drugs syndicate, and that includes the name of Mayor Mabilog. Now, question, what is really your assignment during the time? Why you pass by Iloilo? Because your assignment at the time is in Bacolod City.
Your Honor, Mr. Chair, naggawa ako ng investigation sa Iloilo and really I found out na hindi from Iloilo yung source ng drugs, from Bacolod. Kaya pagkatapos sa Iloilo, pinapunta na ako ng Bacolod, Your Honor.
Oh,
Mr. Chair.
but your assignment is in Bacolod City, not in Iloilo. Who gives you the authority to investigate in Iloilo and going to your assignment which is Bacolod City?
The regional director, Your Honors.
Regional Director of Region 6.
Region 6.
And who
Your
is that Regional Director?
Honor.
That time?
In the person of Brigadier General Rene Pamuspusan, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
So, si General Pamuspusan, that time.
Yes, Your Honor.
So, from Iloilo, you stayed in Iloilo for how many days?
2 months, Your Honor, if I'm not forgotten, 2 months.
What is your official assignment in Iloilo for staying for 2 months? Because your order is for Bacolod City to be the OIC.
Assignment, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, I have no document that designated me as to assign, but only the verbal instruction na job, investigahan mo dito, job.
So that is only a verbal instruction? Is it usual to the PNP to give verbal instructions without any document?
Done, Your Honor, but as a junior officer, it will comply. Ganun lang talaga.
Follow the chain of command?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Sige, anyway. Mr. Chairman, kaya binanggit ko yon because that statement of Colonel Espinido only confirms that indeed he was in Iloilo at saka sinabi ko rin na dahil kaya nandun siya is to investigate but it frightens and threatens the life of Teman in open and public statement. That was a statement coming from the former president nung give-rated Mayor Babilog. That's why if we can do something about it, we can better invite Mayor Babilog if all the legal procedures will be followed, Mr. Chairman, from this committee, Mr. Chairman. Kasi malaga yung president ni Mayor Mabilog just to confirm na indeed pagdating niya, kaya hindi na siya bumalik. No? At the same time, yung statement ni former President Duterte, di ba? Kino-confirm niya yan, di ba? In public.
Yes.
Sinabi niya yan, yung kay Mabilog, di ba?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Tama, okay. Now, let's go to Bacolod City. So, you were assigned because of Section 26. Now, during the time, you mentioned kanina about a certain elected public official that was delisted through yung PRD list. With due respect to Colonel Espinido, he cannot really determine whether the PRD list and the PDL list is just the same. Because I talk also to the media, it's so different. And until now, the PRD list still exists, and the PDL list still exists. And they cannot validate the PRD list because of question of legal procedures that should be followed. Anyway, I just want to make it on record, Mr. Chairman, that Colonel Espinido is not in a sorry po, you're not in a position to conclude that the PRD list and the PDL list is one and the same. Okay. Now, You mentioned about a councilor or an elected official that was in the list. Is it Councilor Kanutan? Kasi you mentioned about the resort and everything. Because Kanutan, former Councilor Kanutan, was the owner of Camp West 1, Highland Resort, in Bacolod City. You confirm?
You mentioned that, Your Honor, Mr. Chair. Yun ang sinabi ko.
Okay. So, but before you assign in Bacolod City, this is a parochial, Chairman, no? I hope maintindihan ng mga members dito. This is a parochial, but ito po kasi, it only shows that this is the policy of the President. Because, Kanutan, do you confirm that he was ambushed, but fortunately, he survived?
Hindi ko na narinig yun, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, na naambos.
Or not, why Colonel Ebrio was, in your own knowledge, why Colonel Ebrio, the then Chief of Police, was relieved and replaced Frank Mo?
Actually, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, nasa City Director for Operation si Vinyas, Your Honor, Mr. Chair. Colonel Vinyas.
Colonel Bidya, who is now,
Attorney.
saan siya na kayo na-assign?
Kung ngayon siya alam, Your Honor, basta abogado yun na Colonel na si City Director ng
Ganito po, Colonel Espinito, you were assigned Bacolod City and you recommend the delisting of the name of Kanutan because a political motivated.
Yes, Your Honor. Yes,
Ikaw nag-recommend. Anong kinausap mo for the name of former Councilor Kanutan to be delisted?
May mga operatives ako sa I'm not only Deputy City Director for Operation, Your Honor, in Bacolod, ng City Anti-Narcotics Unit ng Bacolod. So, nag-recommend na, Sir, gawa ng result, binigay sinabi ko kay President.
So that is documented.
Honor, Mr. Chair, hindi documented yun kasi usap-usap lang kami ni Presidente.
Anyway, ganon yun, Mr. Chairman. I just want to establish na yung PRRD list, ganon lang kabilis. Maybe we have to check. DLG, we have to check it because ganon lang kabilis na pwede tanggalin without proper documentation. Di ba? Well, ordinary people allegedly involved in drugs, napakahirap po ng process nun. From the barangay to the city or municipality, province, region, and go to the national. Napakabilis po yung delisting na ginawa kay Mr. Ka. I am not saying that I am against of that delisting for Kanutan. What I am saying is the process how he was delisted, ganun lang kabilis. And I do believe na yung mga PRRD list is also a problem. If that is that fast that Kanutan was delisted, magdududa na po tayo na yung paglalagay doon sa PRRD list, medyo napakabilis din. Tama?
I am with you, Mr. Chair.
So you agree with me?
Yes.
Okay. Now, from Bacolod City, bakit ka nirelieve doon tapos Negros Oriental na naman yung mission mo?
Bacolod City, Your Honor, na kuha natin yung mga elected officials and there is one involved ng PDEA, member ng PDEA, going to ang investigation, Your Honor, pag makuha mo yung mga pusher, sila na magsabi kung saan galing yung source ng drug. So, kung susundan mo yun palagi, going to drug lord na talaga yun. So, marami ang paraan na para makuha natin yung drug lord. Kung mamatay yung mga user, wala ka nang madirekta mo sa drug lord kasi sila ang magsasabi. Going na nandoon na nahuli natin na ang pusir palagi from Negros Oriental dalhin sa Bacolod, yun na ang...
Okay. Is that an official again? An order coming from General Bato na yung pagpasok mo doon sa Negros Oriental?
Yung investigation yun na result, sa akin na yun talaga na ako na nagsabi na yung drugs.
Hindi, kaya nga ang tinatanong kita, is that an official function of yours?
Yes,
During the time that you are the Deputy for Operation?
Yes, Your Honors. As also a chief of Anti-Narcotics Drugs in City.
Pero pumasok ka na sa Negros Oriental.
Dito lang ako banda, Your Honor, sa Bacolod lang talaga. Pero ang information revealed that came from...
So you never went to Negros Oriental?
None yet.
Okay, ganito lang po. Balikan ko lang po yung nangyari kay Kanutan. Fortunately, nabuhay. Okay, but you said you're not familiar with that.
Yes, sir.
But eto lang eto theory, no? Kaya kayo na-sign doon because during in one occasion in Bacolod City, right after Kanutan was ambush. Fortunately, he survived. Because he is the councilor of Bacolod City, then Colonel Ebrio sent PNP personnel to secure at Riverside Hospital. Kasi elected public official siya eh. Doon nagalit po si Presidente at saka si Senator Bato. Bakit daw binigyan ng security ang isang nasa drug list? HPT pa. High value target pa. And later on, sabi mo nga, through your recommendation, without proper documentation, dinilist.
Yes.
Now, alam mo ba yun, na Colonel Eberio during that activity, you were not assigned yet in Bacolod City. Pero alam mo ba yun, na his name was mentioned by the President, pinagalitan, di nga alam siguro ng Presidente, nandun sa loob ng Hellfisher Hotel.
Yes, sir.
Because of that, alam mo yun?
Yes, sir.
Oh, so you confirm. Okay, now, Mr. Chairman, with that, since it is not only me that is interested, or maybe the whole committee is interested to the presence of former Chief of Police of Bacolod City, Colonel Ebrio. Now, I think he's now a 1-star general or 2-star. I do not know. I never seen him or communicated with him after that incident when he was relieved. I move that we will invite to shed light and to testify in this investigation former Colonel Ebrio in the next hearing, Mr. Chairman, to shed light with regards to the relief order that was given to him during that incident in Bacolod City. Because, Mr. Chairman, just to add, because Colonel Espinido confirmed to me na narinig niya through the grapevine na kaya ni-relieve si Colonel Ebrio because nagalit si Senator Bato, now Senator Bato, and President Duterte kay Ebrio because of giving protection through a security escort to the former Councilor Kanutan, Mr. Chairman. So move, Mr. Chairman.
There is a motion as stated, duly seconded. Hearing no objection, the motion is carried. Comsec, please take note of the motion of Congressman Paduano.
Mr. Chairman, last na lang po, Mr. Chairman. This can be
Please
answered.
make it short.
Yeah,
Last
yeah.
na lang.
Ito na lang po, Colonel Ebrio. Whether you will answer this, alam ko sensitive to eh. Whether you will answer this or not. In the last hearing, there are 2 PDLs. Siguro na monitor mo rin. Yung dalawang PDL from Davao Penal Colony, which admittedly, they were involved in the killing or eliminating the 3 Chinese nationals. And then in fact, the name of Colonel Leonardo Garma, former Light Colonel Garma, and Bureau Corps Chief Padilla and Narsoles was mentioned. No? And of course, Jail Guard Officer Foro was also mentioned. Now, I think that was the first elimination incident inside a jail facility that happens in the country. Now, they mentioned about 32 list of names that was shown to them by Narceso, but of course, sinabi pa sa kanila na only 3, no? Yung 3 lang po dito sa Davao Penal Colony, and may mga theories. And ikaw ba naniniwala sa dalawang theory? Kaya pinagpapatay yung mga Chinese national, no? And that started in Davao, that was August. Davao Penal Colony. But in fact, Duterte only assumed power that time, on July. Then, August, yun na pong nangyari. That was the first incident in the country involving allegedly drug lords, Chinese drug lords. Now, question, do you believe that there are 2 theories with that? One is to eliminate those Chinese nationals because they are part to be covered by this drug war. Kasi yung iba doon, alam kung sino-sinong protector at mga tao sa likod nila. And second theory is to eliminate those drug lords because they are part of quote-unquote kompetensya.
Tama yun, guys.
Your Honor, Mr. Chair,
Kompetensya talaga
ayun ang masagot ko. Ang presidente, kung gusto na or makarinig na may nangyari, siyempre sa kanya, masayahan kasi wala nang problema sa drugs. But the other side, Your Honor, sa mga uniform personnel, na gusto patayin para hindi sila ma-involve, hindi sila masali kasi number one, they are protecting them at saka kompetensya. Tama, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, hindi yung patayin para sila ang magpagsabi kung sino drugs. Yun ang ginawa ko, sana yun ang ginawa ko na nagtrabaho sa Albuera na makuha natin para makapagsalita. And Mayor Espinosa nagsasabi lahat ng
competition,
ang
guys.
protector nila.
Ano ba time say, what time, we are else. Diba? Kasi, iba yun eh. Traffickers yung mga yun eh. Well, in fact, some of them are chemists. Dito sa bansa. The first three was a chemist. Based on my information. So, anyway, I will not belabor on that. Obsession pwede natin palaliman. But as of now, Mr. Chair, will end my interpellation to Colonel Ito. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Congressman Paduano. And last witness, Congressman Acop, you are recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Magandang hapon po sa ating lahat. Colonel Espinido, doon sa affidavit mo, 3 bagay lang ang doon. Yung assignment mo sa Ozamis at saka assignment mo sa Bacolod.
Yes.
Tama po ba? Malaman kung ano ang motibo ninyo kung bakit gumawa po kayo ng affidavit ninyo?
First, Mr. Chair, the documentation that I want to this quad na ma-penalize nila through sa itong affidavit na to. Ito ang mga sinabi ko rito.
Kung ang iyong affidavit, wala pong galit kahit na kanino man.
Wala, Your Honor.
Nasaan ang pamilya mo?
Sa Isabel Leyte, Your Honor.
Saan? Sa Leyte? Sa tingin mo, dapat Lieutenant Colonel lang ang ranko mo bago ka mag-retire?
Your Honor, Mr. Chair, I am P1 kasi yun lang ko sa Panginoon na Lord Police lang ako. For that promotion, Your Honor, kasi ganun lang si Your Honor kung marami nagsabi, actually Your Honor, marami ang pagkataon na ma-spot promotion si Espinido pero nag-refuse hindi lang ako. Sa ganun na paraan.
Kaya ka sa nangyari sa iyo sa polis?
Yes, Your Honor, Mr.
Yes, wala kang regrets?
No regrets, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. But when you signed your affidavit, you are aware doon sa mga statements na sinabi sa affidavit. Kung nakinig ka doon sa mga sinasabi ng mga membro ng committee, mabibigat po yung binitawan nyo pong statements dito sa affidavit. So, you are aware of the consequences before you signed your affidavit.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Titignan natin, matanong ninyo, nasa liya. Sa lahat, Albuera, Ozamis, at saka Bacolod, palagi mong sinasabi, nakakasama ka palagi sa drug list. Bakit po kaya?
Nung umpisa, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, mag-question ako sa sarili ko, bakit? Kaya sa testimony ko kanina, one time sinabi ko sila ni President Apat at saka si Senator Bato, si Chief PNP Bato at the time na bakit isinali niyo ako kung sabihan niyo na lang ako kung hindi niyo gusto para hindi ako malagay sa alanganin na ilistan niyo ako. So yun ang pag-intindi ko, Your Honor, Mr. Chair. But pagkatapos na sa sitwasyon ng assignment ko, I really make an siguro analysis, Your Honor, na galit sila sa mga nabangga ko. Yung mga nabangga ko, mga tao nila. There is one time, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, na nagsabi sa akin na that is job games of the general. Isali ka, yung credibility mo, sirain para yung credibility mo na nag-file ng complaint sa mga officers at saka yung dinisban mo ng mga grupo, hindi na credible yung pagsasalita mo kasi kasali ka pala. So yun ang pagtindinig.
Thank you. And doon sa Albuera, ang prominente na insidente yun is yung surrender ni Kerwin Espinosa at pagkapatay ni Mayor Rolando Espinosa. Tama?
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
Yes. At sinabi mo rin sa iyong affidavit na nagtataka ka kung bakit nung nakuha si Kerwin Espinosa, ikaw naman na nagsimula ng operation against him, hindi tinurn over kagad sa iyo.
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
Hindi mo tinanong bakit?
Your Honor, Mr. Chair, ako ay junior officer lang. Cannot afford, Your Honor, pag mga high-ranking officer na sabihan mo na bakit hindi, Your Honor, Mr. Chair. It's very obvious sa lahat ng mga officer na magsasabi na, Job, ikaw sana ang maghawak para matapos na yung mga cases na pag-confirmation sa ganun lang, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Joy. When cases were filed against Kerwin Espinosa, right?
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
May I know what unit filed the cases against him?
Yung sa illegal drugs, Your Honor, na na-search natin yung sa bahay nila at saka firearms, and one responsible for filing of complaint against Kerwin Espinosa and Mayor Espinosa is the CIDG and joint with the Provincial Intelligence Office, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
Okay. And you also stated that na-acquit si Kerwin Espinosa and is now in Leyte?
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
Na-dismiss lahat yung kaso na kanya?
According sa result ng media, Your Honor, and na daw siya kasi na-dismiss lahat ang mga kaso niya.
Thank you. And he is now in Leyte?
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. And still operating?
Hindi lang
an
nag-operate.
illegal drug business?
Hindi lang mag-operate, Your Honor, kasi he is running now for the mayor in Albuera.
Thank you.
Yes,
Now,
Your
we
Honor.
go to the father, Mayor Rolando Espinosa?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes. Mayor Espinosa surrendered to the Chief PNP then, General Bato de la Rosa. Tama?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
And then, eventually, the mayor was turned over to your custody.
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
Now, when he was turned over to your custody, ano po ang instruction sa iyo?
Joby, tulungan mo si Mayor Espinosa, proteksyonan mo siya. Kasi magsasabi siya ng marami sa inyo. So, yun, natandaan ko, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
And marami po ba siya talagang sinabi sa inyo?
Marami, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
Ayan yung sinasabi po ninyo na magsabi siya ng mga listahan ng mga police officials na nasa listahan na kumukuha ng kuwan sa kanya pera.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Tama. And would you still have those documents?
Na file ko na, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, yung sa different department ng government natin kasi nag-file tayo sa Ombudsman, sa RIAS, but the folder, the original, when before I assign in Uzamis, I turn over it to my provincial director with the person of Colonel Franco Simborio, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
But what, may I know, if you know, what happened to all those cases na na-file?
Exonerated, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
Lahat?
Lahat.
Grabe.
Now, may I know why the late Mayor Rolando Espinosa was taken out of your custody?
Number one, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, Mayor Espinosa, mayroon siyang reservation sa sarili niya. Nagsabi siya sa akin na, Sir, wag mo lang ako i-turn over kasi papatayin talaga ako.
Kawawa naman.
So, ang ginawa ko, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, nag-request ako for a motion for custody sa judge doon sa Baybay. In which ang judge naman, verbally, nag-usap kami na aproban niya next week. Pero nandoon na si Mayor sa kulungan. Nung Saturday na yon, hindi pa dumating ng Monday, tinira na si Mayor Espinosa.
Grabe. Naalala ko
So,
tuloy si Persinapi,
Nauna
guys.
na-transfer siya sa Baybay Leyte
Yes, Your Honor.
before you filed your motion na to take custody of the late Mayor Espinosa.
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
Okay. And then, what transpired was, correct me if I'm wrong, nagkaroon ng search doon sa Baybay
Chill, Your Honor.
jail. Tama, at allegedly nagkaroon ng enkwentro.
Yun ang sabi nila, Mr. Chair.
Walang report yon?
Mayroon, ginawa man yun na investigation sa Senate, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, but yun ang nangyari daw na may baril at saka may drug si Mayor Espinosa.
Now,
Planted na naman.
paano makakalaban ng isang preso? Unang-unang tanong pala, paano nagkaroon ng baril yung isang preso sa isang jail? Ano tingin po ninyo?
Planted
Your
na
Honor,
naman.
Mr. Chair, may mga interview ako na I am very bold and brave to say that Mayor Espinosa talagang tinabaho lang ng walang kalaban-laban.
Kawawa.
Kilala ko na si Mayor Espinosa, mabait na. Siya nga, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, ang maglilid ng worship sa amin sa police station every 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning.
So you're of the opinion na kasama po siya dun sa EJK ng mga drug lords?
Perhaps, or maybe, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
Hindi, tinatanong ko lang naman yung opinion mo eh. May kung alam po ninyo, kung anong unit yung nag-operate or nag-serve ng search warrant sa jail na yon?
Criminal Investigation and Detection Group, 8, Your Honor, lead
Regional
by,
8 Office.
yes, lead by Colonel Marvin Marcos, Your Honor, Mr.
Marvin
Marcos, Your Honor.
Marcos. And Colonel Marvin Marcos is still in the service?
Yes. He
Yes.
promote after, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
He was promoted,
Yes, Your Honor.
thereafter.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Now, let's go to your assignment sa Amis. Bakit nasabi mo na parang inassign ka ron para mapatay?
Your Honor, Mr. Chair, for the information naman sa lahat, Paruhinog is an organized crime groups for almost 30 to 40 years.
Leader
Known-
ng Coratong Balileng.
Your Honor,
Yes.
Mr. Chair.
So, ang nasa isipan mo, pinadala ka ron para mayari ka ng Coratong Balileng?
Yes,
Ganun
Your
po ba?
Honor, Mr. Chair.
Yun ang tingin sa'yo?
Yes,
Now,
Your
when
Honor.
you were assigned there, what were your instructions given by your superiors?
Ganun lang, Your Honor, Mr. Chair. Job, sige, ikaw lang bahala. Kung trabahuin mo dyan sa Usamis. Kasi isog ka ba? Parang ganun, Your Honor, Mr. Chair. Pag-intindi ko naman, kasi ako ang implementor, ako naman ang managot, ako ang makulong kung mangyari na hindi ko gawin ang tama. So, yun talaga ang in-observe ko, Your Honor. That's why dumating ng 6 months, 5 to 6 months ang nangyari before nag-join kami ng CIDG 10 para sa search warrant.
Who was then the mayor of Ozamis when you were assigned there?
Mayor Aldong Paruhinog, Your Honor, Senior.
Mayor na siya noon.
Yes, Your Honor.
Oo. Hindi siya barangay captain.
Hindi, Your Honor. Ang anak lang niya ang Vice Mayor, si Nova Princess Paruhinog.
Yes, yung babae. May I know where she is now? Nasa kulungan pa ba?
She is convicted, si Nova Paruhinog,
Kaya
Your
nga,
Honor.
nasa kulungan pa?
Nasa kulungan, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you.
Life sentence.
Now, there was an operation by shall we say, neutralize the Paruhinog family. Were you the one who operated or who implemented this?
The CIDG, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, ang nag-apply ng search warrant. Joint lang kami ang local police ng Ozamis City, Your Honor. Mr.
So
Chair.
kasama ka?
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
Now, may I ask you, as a police officer, in accordance with your POP ba, yung pag-operate? When I say POP, Police Operational Procedures,
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
did you do it in accordance with your Police Operational Procedures?
Yes,
Yung search, implementation of the search warrant, 6 yata yun?
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
Bakit 15 o 15 or 16 ang namatay? Why?
That is simultaneous implementation of search warrant, Your Honor, Mr. Chair. May sa ibang side sa anak, si Nova Paruhinog, may dalawa na namatay yung security, isa ang buhay. They are all fully armed of long firearms, M16. At saka sa farm ni Mayor Aldong Paruhinog, farm ni Ardot Paruhinog, at saka sa mansyon ni Ardot Paruhinog, may namatay. Hindi lahat yun sa bahay ni Aldong Paruhinog, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
So lumaban sila? They refused to...
Your Honor, Mr. Chair, when in fact, may police investigator na kasama ko doon sa first vehicle, una ang natamaan before we drop from on board of the vehicle, siya ang unang natamaan. At saka doon na, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, ang exchange of fire sa going to security ni Aldong Paruhinog, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Let's go to yung famous na statement mo, paragraph 34. From my experience, I can say that the PNP is the biggest crime group in this country. Ang ibig mo bang sabihin, yung Chief PNP ang Lord of Crime? Kasi pag sinabi mo na yung PNP ang isang crime syndicate, ang big boss niyan ay yung Chief PNP. Siya ba ang big boss ng criminal syndicate known as the Philippine National Police?
Your Honor, Mr. Chair, I don't want to make any statement that the PNP itself is organized crime groups, but ang Chief PNP, siya kasi, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, it's very obvious na siya lahat, galing sa kanya lahat ang instruction.
During the time of what? Of who?
General Bato, Your Honor,
General
Mr. Chair.
De La Rosa.
Yan, napaglilinaw guys, hindi
So,
ngayon.
nung panahon na yun, when you say that the PNP is the biggest crime group in the country, ang leader ng crime group na yun ay si Gerald De La Rosa.
It may be, Your Honor.
No,
I'm not referring
you kasi
for the PNP.
tinatanong kita dahil yun ang statement mo eh. Di ba? From my experience, I can say that the PNP is the biggest crime group in this country. Who is the leader of the PNP, which you consider as the crime group? Hindi ba yung Chief PNP?
Yes,
and therefore, he is the Lord.
Patay ka
Yes,
ngayon,
Your Honor,
Bato.
Mr. Chair.
Tama.
Yes, Your Honor.
Lagot
Mr.
ka
Chair.
ngayon, Bato.
Would that be a correct conclusion of mine?
Alam nila
You-
yan.
Mr. Chair.
Patay ka ngayon. Ala, mga bes. Bakit,
Sa tingin mo,
bakit nyo binoto? Sabay ganun, no?
Colonel Espinido,
Ala, naghahang day.
3 assignment kasama ka sa drug list pero wala naman nangyayari sa iyo. 'Di ba? Kagaya ng iba na nasa drug list. Napunta-punta ka nga sa ibang lugar at sa tingin ko to do the dirty job. Tama ba yung aking observation?
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
And hindi mo ba na-feel na ginagamit ka lang?
Yun na yun. Kawawa naman.
Sometimes, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, yun ang ma-feel ko na parang ganun lang. Pero as a law enforcer, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, I cannot really refuse an order. But for me, mayroon naman tayong pag-iisip sa anong tama na gawin natin as a police officer.
Kawawa naman.
So, if I follow up your answer to my question on paragraph 34, yung Chief PNP din noon ang head ng mga nagko-conduct ng extrajudicial killings. Kasi he's the head of the crime group.
Tama.
Your Honor, Mr. Chair, sorry, allow me not to answer your
I'm just following the logic of your answers, of your statements in your affidavit. Sinusundan ko lang 'yun.
I can say, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, that I am with you if we talk about the drug syndicate, but extrajudicial killings, yes, I cannot really justify it if Chief PNP was the one who is principal of that, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
So when you say that the PNP is the biggest crime syndicate, it only pertains to illegal drugs?
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
I see. Thank you, Mr. Chair. That would be all.
Thank you, Congressman Akop.
Hala kayo,
The
bes.
chair of the Committee on Human Rights is now recognized for his very, very short manifestation as well.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Just would like to, very few questions, no? Mr. Chair,
Hala kayo,
Colonel,
bes.
I admire your courage to come here
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
to be a witness. And I really would like to believe in your story. And being a servant of the Lord also, I am so glad that you are always mentioning the name of God.
Yes.
Yes, Your Honor.
Doon
Ito
ako
yun.
believe.
Sana hindi ka rin katulad ng may mention din ng name ng Panginoon pero hindi tama ang ginagawa niya.
Si Manyakol yun, mga
Hindi
bes.
kayo ganon.
Hindi, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
Lamat naman. Oo, kasi minimension din niya yung pangalan ng Diyos eh. Siya pa yung appointed. Ito, nakalagay po doon sa number 10 na affidavit mo. Mayor Espinosa had a list of police generals and other PNP officials who received money ledger and in the copies of clear checks that we were able to recover from their accountant, we were able to recover. Nandiyan pa ba sa inyo yun? Yung mga yon, yung na-recover ninyo, nandiyan pa? O makukuha nyo ba? Hindi nyo bang i-present dito?
Kasi ang nangyari, pag ikaw ang maliban sa na-file mo na mga documents doon sa DOJ, sa Ombudsman, sa RIA.
Ka nagpa-photocopy nun? Hindi. Wala kang kopya?
Dapat ganun, guys, may Xerox copy.
Your Honor, Mr. Chair, ang original talaga sa akin at the time, but ipa-turn over yun when I was assigned.
Nasaan ngayon yun?
Sa provincial director ko at the time.
Pwede natin pasapuin na yun?
Pwede siguro, Your Honor, Mr. Honor, Mr.
Pwede
Chair, yung
makuha
mga...
ng committee. Oo. But later on, at a proper time, perhaps I could be able to make a motion here to subpoena the documents that Colonel is sa kanyang number 10 affidavit. No? Sa number 16, sinabi mo, the CG handled the cases. They were subsequently dismissed. Ibig sabihin, naniniwala ka, Chief De Rosa was involved in the dismissal of the cases that I built up against. Now, ang tanong ko, bakit naniniwala doon? Rosa was involved in the dismissal of the case that you built up against Kerwin Espinosa.
At the time, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, si Kerwin Espinosa is hawak nila ni Chief PNP. But
How do you know that hawak nila yun?
Grabe pala, guys. Yun yung
hindi man nila binigay sa akin, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
So yun lang ang dahilan. Yung naniniwala kang hawak nila sapagkat hindi ibinigay sa iyo.
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
At pagkatapos pinagbintangan ka na ikaw ay isa rin drug lord. Ganun ba yan?
Yun ang pinaniwalaan nila, Your Honor, Mr. Chair. Doon na sila naniniwala. Sa sabi-sabi nila, sa akin hindi na.
Si Chief Del Rosa ba ang nagsalagay ka sa drug list?
Ang sabi lang niya, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, I remember na, Juby, tumanggap ka pala ng 20,000 per month na doon ka sa Davao na assign.
Sino po nagsabi noon?
Si General Bato de la Rosa,
Okay,
Your Honor, in his
ulitin
office.
natin. Chief Del Rosa, sinabi sa iyo ang alin, nakatanggap ka ng?
20,000 per month.
Okay. Bakit niya nasabi yun?
So ako sabi sa kanya, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, na, Sir, bakit gano'n naman ang pagkuha niyo sa akin? Sabi niya, si Albert, galing sa kay Kirwin, naghuli doon. Ang sabi ni Kirwin sa Albert, pero, Colonel Albert, pero, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, from other side sa office ni Chief PNP Bato, siya din ang nag-confirm, nagsabi na, totoo yun, Juby. Kinausap ko si Kirwin, nagsasabi siya talaga na tumanggap ka ng 20,000.
Alagay mo kaya, pag si Kevin Espinosa ay pinatawag natin dito, he will confirm your statement?
Your Honor, Mr. Chair, nagtestify na siya sa Senate, Your Honor, Mr. Chair. Hindi, sa dalawang affidavit niya na binasa, ni Espinido na pangalan, hindi binanggit na tumanggap ng pera.
So, doon sa Senado, pinaniwalaan ka niya.
Siguro na konsensya, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, na hindi talaga ako.
Palagay mo kaya dito sa aming committee, makukonsensya rin siya? Kasi kung palagay mo halimbawa, pwede natin patawag si Kevin Espinosa upang confirm ang iyong testimony ngayong hapon, ipapatawag natin.
Pero, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, hindi maganda dito pa salitain natin yung drug lord. Confessed drug lord si Kerwin Espinosa, Your Honor, Mr. He is confessed drug lord, but yet, nasa labas walang nangyari.
Ganon. Sino kaya nagpalabas sa kanya? Si Chief De La Rosa ba ang sasabi mo? Naniniwala ka na ang nagpa-dismiss ng kaso ni Kevin Espinosa na pinapaniwalaan mong drug lord si Senator Bato de la Rosa.
Please allow me not to answer that kind of question, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
Hindi, nabanggit mo na kasi dito pag nabanggit mo yan dito, nagiging public na yan. Kahit na sabihin mo, hindi mo isasabihin dito, pero nabanggit mo na dito
Your Honor, Mr. Chair, directly, pagsabi natin na ako nakarinig or maniniwala na si Sir Bato ang nagpapalabas kay Espinosa, hindi siguro maganda, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Ito, last question na lang, no? Nakalagay sinabi mo sa number 20 na yung salaysay. Right after my transfer, I had a meeting with Mayor Aldong Paruhinog inside a Baptist church.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ako po'y Baptist bishop Ano pong Baptist yon?
Pastor Ricardo Portona, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
Okay. So, sabihin, Baptist Pastor Parcona ba?
Cortona, Your Honor.
Portona. Oo. Narinig niya lahat ang pinag-usapan niyo.
Hindi lahat, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, kasi palakad-lakad si Pastor. Siya lang ang nag-closing prayer sa meeting namin.
So, alam niya ang nangyayari.
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
Siya ba ay kakampi mo o kakampi ni Ricardo Paruhinog?
That is the first time na nakita kami, Your Honor, Mr. Chair. Nakita ko kasi na yung church is a neutral ground na mag-usap kami ni Mayor.
Neutral ground.
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
So, kung meron siyang palagay kong alam dyan, kinakailangan siguro patawag din natin yung Baptist pastor na yan para mag-testify na i-confirm ang sinasabi mo. Sapagkat kailangan din natin dito ng mga witnesses that will confirm what you're saying. Alam mo, merong batas ang Hudyo in the Old Testament. Nakalagay doon, where there are 2 or 3 witnesses, an
Yes,
accusation is established.
Yes, Your Honor.
Palagay ko, attorney, ganun din dito, no? Di ba? There are 2 or 3 witnesses. So, please, if you can, provide us 2 or 3 witnesses that will confirm your statement because mas believable yan, sapagkat, look, aatakihin na naman tayo sa labas. Sabihin na naman sa ating hearsay ang sinasabi mo. And that is what I'm trying to say.